You want to do a weekend update?
Yep.
Do you ready?
Yeah.
I haven't prepared at all, so.
Just try to improvise something.
I'll improvise.
You have quick wit.
They want our podcast to be more segment driven. How about this? Try this on for size. Dustin Johnson quit the PGA Tour for the new LIV Saudi Golf League. He better wear pants while he's golfing in the desert, or his name is about to be his diagnosis. He's going to get dust in his penis. Pretty good. Bill Gates has released his summer reading list this week. Never to be one-upped, fellow billionaire Tim Cook released his best places to fuck dudes list. He's gay. He's a gay billionaire. A woman with 22-pound breasts was thrown off a plane for looking too explicit. In completely unrelated news, Barstool Sports podcaster Nick Turaney is seen easily and tenderly lifting 11-pound curls in the gym. One bystander said he still had the energy to suck on the end of the dumbbells if he wanted to. The Wall Street Journal calculated that Queen Elizabeth's net wealth is around $500 million, which is shocking because she looks like absolute shit. Good segment. Goodyear has recalled an RV tire that they stopped producing 19 years ago. Recalling a tired 19-year-old is just Dave Portnoy talking about last night. Since COVID has slowed, high school reunions have spiked 25%. While some alumni are worried about reverting back to social insecurities they had in high school, cooler alumni are calling the reunions a perfect place to womp on dorks. Japan's central bank chief is under fire for saying that citizens can just withstand inflation. That's pretty insensitive. The only person that can stand inflation is Violet Beauregard from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She got turned into like a blueberry.
Into a blueberry.
Deshaun Watson
who got inflated into
Violet Beauregard.
Who's the only person that can stand inflation?
That's got to be Violet Beauregard.
Oh, can you guys actually both look into the camera for the Beauregard delivery?
That's got to be Violet.
From the
Okay. Japan's central bank chief is under fire for saying that people can just withstand inflation. That's the only person that can withstand inflation is Violet Beauregard, the purple woman from
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So the segment was polarizing, the weekend update. So I think they don't like pre-planned stuff. So I think we should do more like improv weekend update. I'll go first. Same joke again. I was going to do that every week. Did you hear about this, Kyle? How to Murder Your Husband author sentenced to life in prison for what? Murdering her husband. If stuff like that comes true.
Let me stop you there. I thought for sure that headline wrote itself as a joke, but let's see what you add, yeah?
If things like that come true, look for my new book hitting the shelves. Dude gets his dick sucked.
You weren't even bragging about a good blowjob. You could have said, dude got his dick sucked by a 10 out of 10 model.
Excuse me, I'm talking. A handful of Arab countries have banned Buzz Lightyear for having a same-sex kiss scene. Pixar shouldn't be too shocked, though, based on their history. Last I checked, cars bombed over there.
Wait. Let me go off that one. These guys are trying to... they're trying to get a fictional toy out of here. They're worried about catching the wrong buzz. They don't even drink alcohol. They're so boring. They should go drink some booze.
There we go.
But they're worried about a same-sex kiss scene. Remember, the Sunnis are always kissing other Sunnis.
When you're doing weekend update.
They're worried about a same-sex kiss scene? I thought Sunnis were allowed to kiss other Sunnis.
Yeah, good work, man. An ex-NYPD cop fired a gun into the Atlantic Ocean. He got 6 months or 4 years in prison. When asked, the officer pled ignorance, and he said he thought it was the Black Sea. It's okay to shoot if you're a cop. Inflation rose 8.6% in May. It's the highest it's ever been since 1981. Who the fuck gave this economy an everlasting gobstopper? That's the candy Violet Beauregard ate in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That's right. That's right.
A major tampon shortage has struck the U.S. Women are enraged, men are disgusted, and sharks are fucking stoked. When women swim, there'll be blood in the water. An elephant killed an elderly woman and then went to her funeral and trampled her corpse. You know, Kyle, in some cultures, that's considered good luck. Trans Jeopardy winner Amy Schneider threw out the first pitch for the San Francisco Giants for Pride Month. One commenter said it was one of the bravest things they've ever seen. Looks like there was a first inning stretch that game too, Kyle.
Barstool Sports headed to Sonoma Raceway for one of the biggest NASCAR events of the year. Fans, this was over the weekend. Fans got a chance to meet and experience the race with Barstool's very own Casey, Kelly, Cons, Large, and Spider. Cons, Large, and Spider sounds like me describing a tarantula in my home. I skipped through no pros to that. Just that was the biggest cons. It's about the tarantula in my home. The Pentagon has ended the long-standing restrictions on service members with HIV. Looks like The Spy Who Shagged Me can be rebooted as a horror now.
That's a good one, Kyle.
Fuck out of here. I want to play too.
You had all week.
A group of men disrupted a drag queen storytelling.
You just can't do it off the...
A group of men disrupted a drag queen storytelling at San Lorenzo Library by shouting homophobic slurs. Maybe they should have whispered them. Got the point across better.
It is a library.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, really drove home the point that what they were trying to make. It would have been
I'd argue
more
whispering
efficient.
that to somebody's way more offensive.
I haven't had time to write the news. Have you?
So I actually haven't had time. I feel like maybe you did.
No, I haven't had time to write it. But what I can do is
you're gonna
I
wing it. I'm not. I don't have anything.
I think we just open up headlines and we'll wing it. So,
Yeah, let's just look up the headlines and try to improvise.
I have my headline app here. I'll start.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got a hardcover app.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you wing it from the headlines that you just
These were sitting on my desk, Kyle.
Paperback Google.
Did you put your Zyn in here or your chewing gum? Kyle,
It looks like fresh Mott's.
what's in your mouth right now? More gum.
You can test that it's not the same.
That looks identical. Do you see that Lizzo posted a photo of herself in lingerie on Instagram? The caption was, the caption was, your new wallpaper. I would save it, but like the subject of the photo, it took too many megabytes. Lizzo's actually dodging cancellation attempts after using the word spaz in a song. Spaz, being short for spastic, apparently is a derogatory term for people with cerebral palsy. When the song was released, the palsy community was up in arms. Nobody knows if that was intentional. I, for one, actually really feel for Lizzo because she's one of the most well-rounded in the music industry. She's also good at multiple different things.
Yeah.
Armed protesters holding Blue Lives Matter signs were asked to leave a Juneteenth celebration in Tennessee. When asked about this, a Juneteenth celebrator said, "The only blue life that matters to us got squeezed in a chocolate factory after chewing some magic gum." Kyle, that's
What
a
is that
reference.
a reference to?
It's a reference to what happened to Violet Beauregard and Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory.
World Swimming bans transgender athletes from women's events. Now, only if they'll put their foot down and ban them from Kyle's porn search history.
Ooh, taboo, Kyle.
Martin Sheen revealed he regrets using a stage name instead of his government name, Ramon Estevez. You know who doesn't regret a stage name?
Tell me, Kyle.
Who is it?
Ashton Kutcher, whose real name is Fart McAss. Thank Thank you, Nick. I think,
No, thank you, man. I was worried about.
I've been dead busy for the past week with a lot of things things on my
Been
plate.
dead busy, bro.
Dead
You've been dead busy.
He's tired.
And when we were pitching this idea, and I said I can't do it again, you were gonna ghostwrite me some good.
But I gave you my best. I've been sitting on Fart McCass
That was selfless.
since oh boy.
That was in your original.
419.
Qatar fails to offer World Cup safety guarantees to the LGBTQ plus fans. If Qatar was so anti-gay, they probably shouldn't be hosting a soccer event.
Gay sport.
That was good. Yeah. In more sports news, the MLB All-Star voting ballot has commenced and Canadians have hit the polls in record numbers.
That's right.
So Vladdy Jr. and Alejandro Kirk are in first place in voting, along with shortstop Bo Bichette. This is for the MLB All-Star game. Mm-hmm. Bo Bichette, only 24, is already one of the best shortstops in the league in many regards, unanimously. But in all honesty, the only Bo regards I care about is a 10-year-old girl who was juiced in a 1920s chocolate factory. A little girl was juiced.
Violet Beauregard.
She was made to look like a large blue yoga ball or like a large blue bear.
Yeah. I did not prep. I was I had my family in town, so I just didn't. Yeah. A judge ruled that sandwich giant Subway, they can be sued over claims that its tuna sandwiches contained other animal products, like traces of chicken and pork. You hearing that? Did you?
Yeah.
You hearing this?
I've heard things about tuna, Subway's tuna, but I didn't know it contained like chicken.
That's right. This marks the second time Subway has been in the news for meat being inside something it shouldn't be. Chicken and tuna and adult male penis in child boys. On top of that, there's the new Deadpool movie, which Ryan Reynolds said there will be the craziest fourth wall break you've ever seen on screen. I guess Ryan doesn't know I watched the 2001 Daytona 500. And climate change news, the Arctic tern, a once abundant bird in Canada's coastline. It's the Arctic tern.
Yeah.
It's now
I read about this.
It's abundant on the Canadian coastline. It's now listed as a conservation concern, as upwards of 1 in every 4 are dying due to a shift in migration. 1/4 tern death? What is this? The 2001 Daytona 500? Maresh Patel is on the A New Untold Story podcast this week. Did you guys hear about this? News to me.
Yeah.
When I first met Maresh, I wasn't sure if he was Indian or Middle Eastern. So I asked questions to get some clues. I said, so what do you like to do for fun? Travel? He responded with, I love to go to Bombay. Which didn't help because that could have meant his birthplace or murdering his girlfriend with an IED. Bombay. Let's check in with Butte, Montana, as we always do. We're always checking in with Butte. Police gave a citation to an owner of a bar called the Original Minefield. Why would they give a ticket to an owner of a bar? I'll tell you. It's because the music was too loud. I, for one, hate this. Because I'm of a firm belief that the only person that could find a ticket in a bar is a 10-year-old Violet Beauregard ensuring her exclusive tour of a chocolate factory. That's the only person that should get a ticket in a bar. A Wonka bar. A golden ticket inside of her chocolate candy.
Yep.
To get her a tour.
Yep.
Nothing bad will happen there.
A 20-year-old South Carolina man who was reported missing 2 months ago fell into a plastic shredder at the recycling plant where he worked. According to a coroner. Missing shredded man? Sounds like Nick whenever I leave his place to go to the gym. He misses me instantly. According to PennLive.com, Sheetz was voted the top gas station in Pennsylvania ahead of Wawa, Turkey Hill, and Exxon.
Okay.
Wawa under Sheetz? Sounds like Nick when he's sucking dude dick. Wah, wah. Wait, Exxon Mobil under sheets? Sounds like Nick's ex-girlfriend checking her Instagram DMs when they were in bed together on her mobile phone. A 42-year-old special education teacher in Fort Worth was arrested for the attempted rape of 2 of his students after their annual summer ball. Picking up rare creatures from balls and still not getting any pussy? Sounds like Nick showing his Pokemon Go stats to girls at the bar. Copenhagen faced massive backlash after releasing its rainbow-colored tin of chewing tobacco in celebration of Pride Month. A Facebook group of nearly 80,000 people united to boycott the brand's products. No more rainbow-colored tins. Speaking of the last of the rainbow colors, as well as controversial chewers, Violet Beauregard is a notoriously relentless and competitive gum chewer, although she temporarily curbed her habit in order to focus on Wonka bars in search for the golden ticket. The world-renowned Cajun Food Festival kicks off this Saturday in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Lovers of gumbo regard this as a...
Dude, you really threw us off the trail there. Yeah, you really threw. Really sly. Real sly, pal.
So yeah, this is a huge food
No, start over. I'll pretend like it didn't
the
happen.
world-renowned Cajun Food Festival. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm bummed I missed it.
Yeah, critics love it. Food critics love it. It kicks off this weekend in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Lovers of gumbo regard this as a
Just say it. Like
Lovers of gumbo regard this as a magical culinary experience that's almost too good to be true, comparing it to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Several Cubs employees reportedly took massive pay cuts in 2022, resulting in several Wrigley Field staffers going on strike.
God damn it.
You know who would have never been discontent at Wrigley? Violet Beauregard. She would have chewed all their gum, the entire inventory. She would have taken advantage of them instead of vice versa. In fact, I think she would have been completely fine with receiving no salary at all, and instead would have taken it in stride.